Hey everyone, welcome back to Fancy Duck. Full crew here. Myself, Shaun, Tony, Dave. We're all here watching The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 1, When You're Lost in the Darkness. Alright guys, so this is something that Dave and I have already seen. It will be Shaun and Tony's first time going through it, but Dave and I are joining them in this journey. So Shaun, Tony, what do you guys know about the show so far?
It's hard to avoid some of the spoilers, but Pedro's my man.
Well, unlike Tony, I am good at avoiding spoilers because I don't read other people's posts. Let's be real. I don't care. I just don't read them. I search memes on the internet and honestly, nothing comes up for Last of Us. And I have played the game though. Best story of any video game that I've ever played in my life. Mm-hmm. It finally replaced Legend of Legaia that was there in my brain since 1997 or something like that. So pretty big shoes that it filled, you know? So I know the general story of Last of Us. Nitty, gritty, dark, post-apocalyptic world. I love it. It's awesome. I can't wait to see the transition to the TV show that they've done. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that they do the characters justice. I'm hoping that they do the story justice, and I can't wait to see where they go with it.
Yeah. Tony, did you not catch any spoilers? So if I tell you that this is a show about zombies, is that going to ruin it for you? Or
No. So I actually did play the game when it first came out, but I don't remember any of it. So this is going to be pretty... I'm same boat as Shaun. I'm very curious how they're going to incorporate it into the TV show.
I love the game. I still love the game. By the way, it's out on PC now, guys. I'm going to play through it again. Yeah. I don't even care.
Yeah, it came out the 28th, right?
I'm gonna play through it again. I love the game. I love the story. You know, number 2 was something, but
yeah. So we will be having a playthrough. I believe Dave, you're going to be streaming that. Is that correct?
I think Tony was.
Well, Tony, are you streaming?
I was going to, yeah.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Tony's going to be bringing us through that game. You said you played it once, like 10 years ago, right? So
yeah, when it first came out. Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll be just as surprised as anyone. Although I don't know many people who haven't played the game at this point, but it'll be a lot of fun. So definitely tune in for that.
Pretty much anything post-apocalyptic, I'm all for.
Yeah, that's very much up my avenue as well.
It's also very Hitman-ish in the stealthiness of it too. It was right up my alley when I was playing it. That and the story is just so original and it's dark. That's the best part, you know. Yeah, it's realistic, you know.
It's really cool their interpretation of this whole zombie thing being the cordyceps virus. I'm not spoiling anything by saying that. Really cool take on it. I think it's the most realistic, quote unquote, the most viable version of
a fungus, right?
Yeah. That fungus actually exists. It actually does that. Yeah. Like two ants in the like Amazon or something like that.
It's wild too. It's crazy.
You know, it could mutate to jump to other species. It very well could.
I think what the story of The Last of Us focuses on more than other zombie shows per se is that it's more of a human drama, and I think that's such a unique focus because everybody's fighting the zombies in all these shows, but nobody really breaks down what would happen to human society if anything like this ever happened.
Walking Dead does a pretty good job of that in the later seasons.
This is why I shouldn't have stopped at season 3. Now I'm talking out of school.
No, but you're right. It's a very unique take on they didn't go anywhere near what The Walking Dead did. Very true. It's very
the character development in Last of Us is very high tier.
Super.
Yeah.
Superb.
I'm excited to get into it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us here at Fancy Duck. Before we get into this, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below. Now we're going to get into it.
Let's get fancy.
And people on plane. That was something you described in your book.
Yes, a new virus in Madagascar, say, could be in Chicago within a matter of weeks.
You're also an epidemiologist. I presume the prospect of a viral pandemic keeps you up at night as well.
No, mankind has been at war with the virus from the start. Sometimes millions of people die, as in an actual war, but in the end, we always win.
Not bacteria, not viruses, so...
Fungus. Fungi seem harmless enough. Many species know otherwise, because there are some fungi who seek not to kill, but to control. Viruses can make us ill, but fungi can alter our very minds. Gets inside an ant, for example, travels through its circulatory system to the ant's brain and then floods it with hallucinogens. Fungus starts to direct the ant's behavior, telling it where to go, what to do, like a puppeteer with a marionette, replacing the ant's flesh with its own, but it doesn't let its victim die. It keeps its puppet alive.
Fungal infection of this kind is real, but not in humans.
The fungi cannot survive if its host's internal temperature is over 94 degrees. What if, for instance, the world were to get slightly warmer? Well, now, there is reason to evolve. Any one of them could become capable of burrowing into our brains and taking control of puppets with poisoned minds, permanently fixed to spread the infection by any means necessary. And there are no treatments for this. It's not even possible to make them.
So if that happens,
we lose.
2003.
Much later.
Everyone was asleep.
You wake up now.
Mando!
All right, those eggs look good. I want some.
Where's the pancake mix?
Oh, was that? Yeah, it was. Sorry.
I was gonna make you birthday pancakes.
You know, I don't really like pancakes.
I know you don't like them. It's for my benefit.
Fair enough for Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, would have been.
Hey, I thought we was having pancakes. We'll pick you something up on the road. We could work a double.
Literally, today.
Oh no, I'd be done by 9. By 9, right?
Working a double on his birthday?
All right. Finish up quick, we'll drop you off.
That man left bacon on his plate.
Keep losing it.
All right, that show's over. I'm done.
Thief!
Hey, listen, don't keep your money somewhere that, people can know where it is. Well,
Quit stealing my money and get out of here.
Hey, neighbor.
Oh, hi.
But
Y'all want some biscuits?
Y'all want some
Dad,
biscuits?
you love biscuits.
Just jamming her in.
I don't
do.
think she wants it.
But I'm on Atkins.
Operation Desert Storm, combat veteran.
Man, those old Jansport backpacks.
Pretty sure I have one in the storage room somewhere.
I was gonna say my backpack is currently very similar to a Jansport.
That doesn't look like school, lady. Where are you going?
It's a food truck event.
20.
That's it?
Okay, 30.
20's good.
It's a spring. I'll do it right now.
Oh.
SWAT team?
Yeah, that's how you know.
I'm very sorry. He cannot finish.
I'm already finished.
There you are, sweetie.
Sorry.
I was getting worried.
I was getting something for my dad. Hey, is everything okay? Like, on the news?
People out there need to get right with Jesus. Come on, Mama. It's green. You love that.
Her shirt looks like that sarcastic laugh kid.
That's not good.
She's like, thief!
Hey, Mrs. Adler? Could I borrow this?
Oh,
See, she's borrowing it.
yeah, sure. It's one of Danny's.
You know what? My dad's gonna be back real soon. I should go.
Shaun, what kind of art did you do on your Jansport?
None.
Take the dog with you.
The
Don't leave
dog.
The dog
Yeah,
ain't
the
happy.
dog knows.
It's 10.
Oh no. They gave us the wrong size for the headers.
Where's the cake?
Shit.
Come on,
I'll
man.
get
Got
this
the
one
cake.
tomorrow.
Swear you don't get your present.
You got me a present?
Swear.
All my life. Well.
Fixed it for you.
Did you? I don't hear anything.
That was
Got him.
You're
Classic
lame.
dad joke.
I know. Thank you.
Oh, there's one more. Borrowed from the Adlers.
Oh, this is the one with the deleted scenes.
Yeah. Imagine how bad those have to be.
I did.
Hello.
Joel,
True.
it's me. I'm okay, but I'm in jail. time. It doesn't fucking matter. You gotta bail me out.
Now?
It's Friday. You don't get me out tonight, I'm in here all weekend.
God damn it, Tommy.
I'm sorry.
Duty of the older brother. Always got to bail out the younger one.
Dad?
I love that guitar.
Indoors.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Emergency services are in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Save the dog. Save the dog.
It's got the dog.
Come on, let's get you home.
The dog does not want to
Mercy!
go. Trust the dog.
I don't understand that.
Please.
The front door's open. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't care how much I care about somebody. I'm leaving. Oh.
Who's painting?
And she still continues.
Oh, no.
The spores.
Yeah. Little tendrils out of her mouth.
Get in the truck! Right now! Move!
When you hit the doorway on your way out the door.
What are we doing, Joe?
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You killed her.
Baby, I'm sorry. It's not just the Adlers. But we're gonna be brave, and we're gonna get out of this.
Denise, get back inside the house! You lock your doors now! Come on, get in!
Get your seatbelt on. Hold on.
They're saying it's a virus, some kind of parasite.
What are you doing?
Got a kid, Joe.
So do we. Keep driving.
We can put you in the bag.
And save everybody.
I mean, you're killing your neighbors at this point, so.
All right, hang on.
Gotta get a truck.
Fucking army.
Isn't that good?
It's good for them, but that's the highway we're trying to get to.
All right, keep moving. Head north.
Yeah, they don't know shit.
You're telling me they don't remember that scientist conversation from 1968?
All right, keep going.
Whoops.
Keep going.
Oh, Jesus.
Back. Joe, you're gonna be okay. Just keep driving.
Dad?
Shit. Move.
At some point, I would have been like, Tommy, do you just want to fucking drive? Like,
No, I want you to do it just right. Oh.
You look at me. Okay? I'm sorry, baby. I know. I know. Come here, Charles. Come here. Are you okay? Are you okay?
My ankle.
We gotta get off the street!
Oh.
Head to the river, I'll find a way. Get her out of here, Joe, go!
Oh no, dude.
I don't think that door's holding much.
Ain't holding that thing back.
Don't move.
You're safe.
My daughter's hurt. Her ankle.
Stop right there. I got 2 civilians by the river. One of them injured. Ankle. I'm sorry, repeat. Hey, no one told you to move. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
We're not sick. Sir.
I'm sorry.
Are you
Please
though?
don't.
He is now.
Ouch.
Oh my god. The fungus didn't even get her.
No, move your head.
I don't think she's okay, bud.
I know it hurts. Come on, baby. I know this hurts. You're gonna be okay. All right. Baby, okay? I gotta get you up. All right? You come on. You come on.
Tommy, help me!
Joe. Come on, get up. Come on, baby girl. Come on.
Oh man.
That's by far too the worst scene in gaming. Like, it's been called that, like the saddest scene in gaming.
I'm just sad now.
I know.
Oh, just don't worry. Just another helpless child. That'll make you feel better.
I think he's just lost.
Boston.
Hey, it looks exactly the same.
2023.
Slight improvements on the road, though.
Can you imagine being that exhausted where you literally just can't move?
You finally see someone that can help you and you just faint.
And your body just gives up.
Interesting.
Oh, wow, okay. I didn't see
Time to full infection.
We don't want you falling out of the chair. How did you get this?
Red.
What if I told you that after we gave you some medicine, and then we'll get you some new clothes and toys, as many as you want to play with, you're safe.
That's so
That's gotta be a hard
sad
job.
and so sweet at the same time.
Now, those masks don't seem OSHA approved to me.
Shoes.
Joel's like, don't worry, I got you. No worries.
I've done it all, and I've been through the worst.
I want to know what that looked like in filming, like how they made that work. Was there like a little trampoline or a mat underneath?
I'm pretty sure that it wasn't the actual
Does this
kid,
not look like
dude.
Squirrely Dan?
Which
And it
pays
almost
more?
says Ferda on him.
That'd be the one with the shit.
Good to know we brought back public executions.
You're short.
Got a little deal going on.
Oxy? Hydro.
How old?
3 months. You want them or not? I need the bag back. How we doing with the vehicle?
All set. Set to get one last guy in the depot to buy in. Look, those trucks are shit heaped for a reason.
And they don't have any batteries.
I want to know where he gets haircuts because his hair looks fantastic.
What do you want me to say, Tess?
I'm not asking you to say anything.
It's not like I planned on ripping you off.
How about we just let it go? What do you want?
I want you to forget this ever happened.
Done. It's just a truck battery.
My guys fucked you up.
Yeah, so discipline them. You cut off her finger or whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. They're your fucking guys.
What about your guy?
He answers to me. So I give you my word that he won't hurt you.
Oh! Did not expect that.
By the way, that was the least confident like kidnapper I've ever seen.
Definitely seemed a little in over his head. Must be the Fireflies.
Looks like it.
They're shooting. They're shooting at us.
On your knees!
Oh no, I'm not a firefly!
I like the way she said that.
Right.
I'm not a firefly.
Her eyes are an interesting color.
Oh, a clipboard.
And hold out your... State your name slowly. Veronica.
I don't
We're
think
from
I
Fedra, you
caught
hear me?
the first time
Let
that
me
she
out or
said
you're
her
gonna
name was
pay,
Veronica.
motherfuckers!
I feel like the chain might give it away that she's not supposed to be there.
Nothing? And you're talking to the tower?
Every day. They gave him your message. They haven't seen or heard from him since. And that's it. I'm sure he's okay.
A lot of confidence there.
So Joel's looking for
Show me
Tommy.
where the tower is.
Joel, it's in Wyoming. All this open country?
But you're sure Tommy's okay?
I don't know exactly what...
Interesting.
So Joel is the guy kidnapper was concerned about.
Was afraid of, yeah.
Very afraid of.
I got jumped by a couple guys.
Oh, shit.
Come on, you know these guys born after the outbreak? Never learned how to argue, they just start swinging. The guys who jumped me were with Robert. He sold our battery to someone else.
I need the battery, Tess. And if I don't get to Tommy soon, he's gonna die out there.
Okay, fuck it. We get our money back and the battery. I need you to take a breath. Now, I promised Robert that you wouldn't hurt him. But I would very much like for you to hurt him. So let's go hunt that motherfucker down.
This was the best pep talk I've ever heard.
We've been blowing up meaningless Fedra targets spread out all over the QZ. What's the point of this?
Is that your question? My answer is to follow fucking orders.
Marlene?
We are in a war against a military dictatorship.
Rebellion takes time.
You fight for 20 years and you get nowhere, you're not a rebellion. Just spray paint. Where are we right now? I want Fedra everywhere but here. Tonight, every Firefly in Boston is going to gather in this building, and we are going to leave the QZ.
We're quitting?
No, we're taking that random girl locked in that room west.
If you're feeling lost.
You tell me to look for the light and I'll break your jaw.
Well, I mean, it costs
Let me
us
just go
far,
find myself.
but, we got it. Corner of Stillman and Cross.
You're not scared.
How about we start with thank you?
For what?
For saving your life? I am the one who told him not to shoot you, if you recall.
Is it gonna happen?
No.
So can I go?
No. Ellie.
She knows.
My fucking mom or something?
I look like your mom? I'm the leader of the Fireflies in the Boston QZ.
Why would terrorists dump me with Fedra?
Because it's where you'd be safest, and you were safe there until you decided to sneak out. And terrorist?
Why won't you let me go?
Because you have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined. So we're leaving tonight, and we're taking you with us.
Yeah, everything leaking like that cannot be good for the infrastructure. I'd be worried about all the spores that you're breathing in at that point.
Right.
Let's keep moving.
Cook it with some onions, put it on some steak.
It's like they reframed the whole structure, probably in the 80s. Everyone was cutting down on apartment sizes to sell more condos.
So this opens into the hallway.
You smell that?
Just fine. Yeah. Gunpowder.
Oh.
One less thing for him to do.
I guess you don't have to kill him, Joel.
That was the Fireflies, I think.
Well, the battery's no good. He still tried to sell it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Like they got hurt.
You okay?
Ooh, they know each other.
Ellie.
So this is who Robert screwed us over with? The Che Guevara of Boston?
Go.
Not at her. Pointed at me. And to answer your question, I need it for a better reason than you do. No offense, but Tommy's just one man.
Pedro Pascal will always look at his point.
To know things.
We were gonna move Ellie out of the zone tonight. But we won't make it anywhere like this, not for a while anyway. You're gonna do it.
The hell we are.
Let me take her.
Tess, We don't have time for this.
Oh, you don't have time? Who is she? To you, she's cargo.
We don't smuggle people.
But now I don't have a truck, I don't have a squadron, Fedra's 5 minutes away. What I do have is you. You trust her? No, me neither.
So better than decent chance making it to Tommy in one of those. The second we hand that kid over.
You'll talk it through, but please remember that I'm bleeding out.
We'll get her to your crew at the State House. But before we hand her over, they give us everything that we want. Not, we kill her, there and then.
Deal. Don't fuck this up.
You're bleeding out, lady. I don't know if I'm gonna take your advice.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'd be more concerned about missing the ear, honestly. Like, that had to be stinging the whole time they were talking. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
What the fuck?
So what's the plan?
Drop heads from his brains. Start looking at anything on me.
The radio's a smuggling code, right? 60s song, they don't have anything new. 70s, they got new stuff. What's 80s? I've never been on the other side of the wall. Look how dark it is. Oh, the radio came on when you were sleeping. They kept saying, like wake me up before you go.
Shit.
Gotcha. 80s means trouble.
It's time to go.
That guy warned him not to be out late either.
This is okay. This is what Joel and Tess do.
Very interesting.
Hair still looking fantastic.
Holy shit, I'm actually outside.
Shut up.
Stupid kid.
Yeah, Joel is not pleased.
But we're fucked.
What the hell?
Don't move!
Our boy was just taking a pee.
You gotta be shitting me.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay, let's talk this out. Turn around.
It does
Hold
look
on,
like Jake
please.
Gyllenhaal.
Get on your fucking knees. Get on your knees.
Just get on your knees. Just get on your knees.
Really, man?
Yep. I'm doing this by the book. Out of your fucking mind.
Hey!
That's a
fucking bitch.
decision.
We can fix this.
He's been in this position before.
My man's having flashbacks. He's not letting it happen again.
He's lucky that guy didn't get off these shots. Is that what it
Give away their position.
Sound of the alarms.
She's loving it.
She is liking it a little too much for my comfort.
No, I'm not sick.
Joe!
I'm not sick.
Joe!
This is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day. Does this look a day old to you?
Well, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do. Biological contamination zone. Ooh, yeah.
sounds 80s.
It is. Yeah, the way the building's leaning on that other building gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
look
could
good.
fall.
Scene though. Oh, do you see that infected on the roof?
Oh, sure
shit.
did. All right, guys. So that was season 1, episode 1 of The Last of Us. So what'd you guys think?
Horrifying. There was so much realism in this, and they really went above and beyond with the story to ensure that this wasn't just you sitting back like every other zombie show or zombie movie and saying, take solace in the fact that this could never happen to you, because this could absolutely happen to us. And that, I think, is what really got under my skin.
Especially with all the talks of global warming and, you know, the scientists in the beginning of it.
Yes, that whole opening scene was so bone chilling. Just stuns the room. I feel like I'm in that audience room, just like, oh.
The whole audience was just like, oh, what are we supposed to say to this?
Even the host was creeped out more than anybody else.
And then we had these awesome character development scenes with Joel and his daughter Sarah and his brother Tommy. It was Joel's birthday. And I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but did you notice at every chance they didn't eat flour. They couldn't have the pancakes in the morning. They couldn't have the biscuits. And he forgot to pick up the cake. A lot of people picked up early on, like, hey, this is a lot of things didn't happen because, flour is probably what this all came from.
That's interesting. I didn't pick up on that.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so
jamming the biscuits in that old lady's mouth.
You guys want some biscuits?
It's funny because that's how they think that like the plagues in Egypt happened. One of the plagues was like the first son of every family would die. That they say it was because the top portion of their grain was given to like the oldest people first.
Oh,
and
really?
So the oldest son would die, but then like because as they got down lower and lower, like there was less of bacteria that was in it for some reason. It,
wow,
on the top.
That's actually wild.
That's just what I heard. I might be lying about that whole thing.
It's a cool story.
That's what I remember hearing.
If nothing else, it's a cool story. So we got the awesome realizations scene, I guess, where everything's slowly building up. You have these cop cars going by, SWAT cars going by. The tension's building up. There's obviously something going on, but it's super, like Dave was saying, it's super realistic that they're clueless. All this stuff is happening around them so quickly. Nobody has a clue. Maybe some rumors here and there that some people are taking seriously. Some people aren't taking seriously. We know that. We've learned that that's going to be the case.
They did it at a good time with the pandemic. In real life, They did it just after it.
Absolutely. I wonder if that was strategic. But we did have that horrible scene of Sarah getting shot and Joel losing his daughter. Heartbreaking. I mean, it wasn't easier the second time, like I said. Like seeing it again, I still choked up a bit.
Awful. That was... especially when you have kids of your own, it's like, oh god,
oh yeah,
I couldn't even imagine.
Like Shaun said during the episode, it's like you do everything in your power to avoid that situation, and then you see it, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
gut wrenching.
It makes me want to cry just thinking about it. To be honest, I can't put myself in that frame of mind. Like, otherwise I just break down.
Yeah.
Well, just the amount of like character development they crammed into just her character in like half an hour, like you felt so awful and connected.
You know what though? Character development. I felt that same way about Ellie. They real quick, they really showed you who she is. And they even showed you some of the dynamic between Joel and Ellie. It was right off the bat.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very fun to watch that dynamic grow. So like we were saying before, Ellie, and it's hard to imagine what it's like to grow up in this type of world, but she's obviously very tough-skinned girl, a lot of attitude, not a lot of people around her, so very looks after herself, which is probably the norm. It's probably not about your neighbor or your brother or sister as much anymore when you're a kid. It's surviving yourself. It's figuring out how you're going to survive.
I can actually very highly relate to what you just said, Tyler. Growing up the way that I did, I mean, there were stints of homelessness before I was 13.
Yeah.
Like I was living on my own at the age of 12 for like months at a time. My mother, made some poor decisions in life, we'll say. But so it gives you a certain hardness at the time that like, you put on this very strong front, this kind of tough outward projection, but you could still see the insecurity in her.
The little
because it's always there.
The little glimpses
it's
of
always there, when she asked him, or we're gonna be okay, right? Like we're gonna get out there all right. It's like and just the way that kind of broke through Joel's exterior was amazing acting. So good.
Joel's character development in that whole thing was insane. He did such a good job.
He had a very wide arc of like at the end when he was beating it, like he was an animal. He was an animal.
Oh yeah,
and you could just see it in his face, like
the trauma that he experienced before. He's now doing what he wished he could have done at that moment. So he's
absolutely, absolutely. That's
the
exactly
flashbacks
what that was.
Definitely helped.
All right, so we met Fedra. What's Fedra?
Basically, the people who are in charge of the federal zone, or the they're what's left of the government and who's in charge.
Whatever government body is kicking around these days.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that the idea is that the military kind of took over when the politicians failed. And so now it's a military run government, which is why lockdowns are all happening, which is why, they're all in that, zone. Nobody can go out or else you get hanged.
Yeah. In an apocalyptic world, it turns much more back into might makes right. Whoever has the guns knows what's best.
Absolutely.
So with a government, obviously comes a rebellion. And in this case, that is the Fireflies. So what do we know about the Fireflies so far?
They're not very successful. I think that there was a line that, what was her name? Marlene. There was a line that Marlene said about the fact that if you have been going at it for 20 years and nothing's happened, you're not a resistance, you're spray paint or something like that. So for 20 years, they've been going at this unsuccessfully. So, so far, not much is happening, but it seems like maybe a window of opportunity has opened for them.
I wonder if there's any parallels.
I'm wondering
to
if
our
it's
world with that.
I'm wondering if it's more than just their zone that the Fireflies are part of.
Oh, it is. They said that.
100%.
No, because Marlene said, "I'm the leader of the Boston Firefly
branch."
So,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So wherever I would imagine wherever there's civilization, there's some sort of Firefly. We saw that guy coming to recruit Joel. He's like, if you tell me to find the light, I'll break your jaw.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. So it's revealed that Ellie has been infected. It happened 3 weeks ago, and she's yet to turn.
Yeah. And all the signage was saying like within hours.
Yeah, they had that
within a day.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes if you're bitten head or neck. Like on your appendages, it was like
an hour or two. An hour or two for your body, and then for your arms and legs, like a day or two or something like that.
Yeah.
3
weeks.
Seems pretty clean. If she's telling the truth.
Special. Well, I think that they had her chained up for a while.
That's true.
I think she said like 3 times. She kept getting asked how long it had been. 3 weeks. It had been 3 weeks.
Maybe she's just a really good liar. And we also met Tess. What do you guys think of Tess? I love Tess. I think Tess is
a great
badass. Yeah. Just straight up.
No bullshit.
No bullshit unless she's trying to get out of not getting killed.
Well, yeah, then you gotta bullshit a little bit.
yeah. She had to bullshit a little, and she was about to get out of that. That's the best part.
Yeah,
I was like, Robert was about to let her go, and she was coming right back.
Yeah. And she just wanted to go home and drink until her face didn't hurt.
That's the best line of the episode.
Such a good line.
Ellie is a bad sneaker. Can say that. Immediately jumps up and yells.
All kids are. It doesn't matter. They don't understand.
They'll look at a spotlight, like a spotlight shines on them, like, huh?
Yeah, like a deer.
How old do we think Ellie is?
Oh, she's got to be teenager.
I would say like
13-ish?
14.
Yeah.
14 would be my guess, yeah.
I think the girl's 15 in real life. The actress.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Ellie is supposed to be a teenager anyways. So
yeah,
she looks very young.
Yeah,
like even for 15, she looks very young.
I'm interested to see what the
happens
different parts of the world. Yeah, the different parts of the world outside of the quarantine zone we get to see. It was interesting seeing the infrastructure that they had to build to make like life go on, the electricity and all that.
Yeah.
And now I'm interested to see them going through the outer city that was very clearly run down and destroyed.
Yeah. Do you guys think we'll see Fenway?
No, I think Fenway was probably
well, if you think about it, Fenway was probably one of the first like quarantine zones because they often use like ball stadiums and stuff like that.
That was in one of the Fallout games.
Was it
really?
Nice.
Fenway was.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure because they called the green monster. They called it something. It was a big green wall, and you had like one of the missions in the game was to bring the green paint. Like, and you had to mix the right amounts of blue and yellow to get the right green.
It
was interesting.
Cool. It's like busy work.
Yeah. Who cares about what the color green is in that kind of world?
Well, you had to paint they like worshipped the green monster.
Well,
because it kept out the ghouls.
Nice.
It was interesting. I liked it.
So what are you most looking forward to here coming up in the next episode.
Knowing the games, I'm looking forward to seeing what the clickers are going to be look like. Those were the scariest things in that other game. I know that they had the big, Hulk monster thing, but those clickers,
horrifying.
Just you hear that sound and you're just like, oh my God, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. And they would come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm
and
curious to
just
see how
absolutely,
many
there are. Yeah. I'm very much I'm sure
that was actually the first time through the season. That was what I was most looking forward to, and Tyler can attest to it because he and I would have little mini watch parties, and I'd text him clickers ?
Anytime there was a chance of a clicker, Dave's like,
that's funny.
All right, guys, thanks so much again for joining us. We're going to call this a wrap. Stay tuned for the Last of Us playthrough. That one of us, which one of us is it going to be?
Tony,
me.
That Tony
doing it yet.
Yeah. So stay tuned for Tony's playthrough of The Last of Us, and we hope to have you next time here at Fancy Duck. Take care.